Hello, people. We're back in my little Scottsdale Coven, and it's March, and I'm still wearing the same outfit as all the other videos. So that just shows you I have one outfit. I'm so excited to be here and to be starting this series because part of the reason I want to start this silly little YouTube is so I can show people not only how amazing my life is, but how I created it. Because I did create it, it wasn't just handed to me. Well, it was handed to me by a God, but anyways, welcome to the manifestation series. And part one is just about me showing you where I went from to where I am now, because it's a pretty big jump. So we're gonna start. Let's start with like 5 years ago. What year is that? 2018 or so? Okay. Mid I hate myself century. Super ill in the body. I had all those illnesses that I've talked about. And yeah, I was working like insane. To set the scene, I was working a ton. I was super unhappy. I was living at home and I was making money, but I wasn't like doing shit. So that was 5 years ago. So what is my life now? Well, I live a very lucrative life that I have designed, particularly because I like freedom and I like having less stress. So I live rent-free. Typically, I'm actually staying in very nice houses. I'm a dog sitter, so when I'm in Scottsdale, I'm usually in a pretty sweet pad. Very, very grateful for. And the people who I do work for are absolutely incredible. All of them are my best friends. They all follow me on Instagram and see that I post insane stuff, and they still want me living in their house. So that's all good. I don't have a car, so I usually just drive my clients' cars. I'm not trying to brag, not trying to flex on you guys, but I just want to show you what it's possible to create. So I live in nice houses, I drive nice cars, and I don't pay for any of this. I do live at home with my mommy when I'm back in Colorado. I do not pay rent. Mom, I know you don't watch these anyways, but please just don't make me pay rent ever. And if you're watching this, and I know you're not, so I'm not even gonna get there. But when I'm back home, again, rent-free, don't have a car. Pretty much like don't really exist because I don't pay for like health insurance or any of that, because like why would I go to a doctor? I have all my spirit doctors here that I pay out of pocket, and so I don't have to pay for health insurance. Things I do pay for are like my phone, and that's pretty much it. I pay for my cat. Pretty much spend my money on therapies. You know, I see my herbalist every 3 weeks, and then I go and I see all my healers when I'm in town in Scottsdale. So we've got the hypnotherapy, my polarity, my cranial people. I also have lots of free time. That's another thing I wanted, is just free time to be creative and do shit like this. Make little Instagram funny reels. Sleep. That was a huge thing. Like when I was doing all my manifestation work, I was like, I want good sleep. I want deep, hard sleep, long sleep. All I want is good fucking sleep, because for so long I didn't have that. So that was like a main priority, and now I get very, very good sleep. I'm very into like rituals. So like every day I write. No ifs, ands, or buts. I sit down, even if it's a page or 4 pages or I don't know, 10-page long letter, I'm gonna write. I've devoted myself to doing that every day, and I created it in my life because it was something that's important to me. This video is about what I have created out of my life, and so I can show you how you can create stuff like that. Yeah, I guess when it came to manifesting my life, all I wanted was freedom. And what freedom is to me is being able to use my time for whatever is serving me in the moment. Part of the manifesting journey I'm going to take you on is creating that non-attachment. And attachments aren't all bad. Like, I'm very attached to my cat, and I make sure I put a tight collar around my mom to make sure she doesn't let the cat jump off the balcony again. People look at, oh, live non-attached life. Well, what meaning are you putting behind attachment? The grip that you're putting on that attachment. So you can like nice things. I love fucking nice things. But I'm not attached in a way that if that thing left, went bye-bye, I wouldn't be all up in A's and think my life is over because it was gone. I'll get into it in that other video. I'm going on a rampage. So when I envisioned my best self, I'm like, I don't want to be attached to so many things. I just want to be very simple, have my basics, and then take them with me. Granted, sometimes I get overwhelmed with how much stuff I packed, but we're not going to get into that. Overall, it's very minimal. I try to be. I just wanted to be kind of this like free bird who could be comfortable wherever she was. And a lot of that had to do with finding a place of home in myself. How do I do that? A lot of it is through my like rituals and my routines. My devoted work that I do for myself every day that keeps me at home, because I don't really have a home sometimes. I'm kind of all over the place. Yeah, that's what I envisioned. Freedom, non-attachment, and really nice stuff. All I wanted was just clean, clean, clean. All I thought in my head. I don't want any dust. I just want to be in clean and minimal places, and I managed to do that. And how did it all come to me? Well, I'm going to get into that in the next videos, because I'm telling you right now, I didn't apply for any of this shit. It all fell in my lap, because when you set that intention out there, it is a fucking magnet and everything will come to you. And I have seen it so many times profoundly in my own self that you cannot convince me any different that this shit doesn't work. And if you watch these videos and you think I'm batshit crazy, I don't even care, because I've seen it enough in my life where I can't believe anything different. Of course, I've seen it in others, but if you think I'm batshit crazy, good. Bye-bye. That's why I'm here. I'm here to share. Let's go back 1 year ago, where this was all a fucking shit show. March of 2022 was a month before I was leaving onto what happened to be the best fucking adventure of my entire life. But in the moment, it was pure chaos. Chaos, people. And this is why I fucking love chaos. I was thinking about it today. Chaos disrupts everything. The only thing that can happen after that chaos is to settle down. When things are all chaotic, that's when you can look at it and in your life, and you can pick out the pieces that you want. So when it finally comes down, it can like control out. Does that make sense? Shit has to become chaos thrown in the air for it to later unravel, because when it's in chaos, you can see everything for how it is and pick out the pieces that you want. When you hit like the tuning forks, it creates chaos, it vibrates, and then it goes down into coherence. But the only way it can get there into that coherence is if chaos comes up. So at this time in my life, everything was fucking chaotic and all over the place. And it was at that time where I got to pick out the pieces that I wanted to take with me and then shove everything else to the side. I got rid of everything, which we were moving, so I had to get rid of everything. I literally had to pick up my whole childhood and look at it and say, oh my God, goodbye, and get rid of it. So a year ago, it was like I was setting out this intention of who I wanted to become. I'm not only her, but I'm actually like way better than I ever imagined, because when you do set these intentions, you always wish for I want this or something better, and it usually is the something better. So That's what was happening a year ago. I was in the chaos mode. That was the part of the manifesting process I was in. Shit was everywhere. I still hated myself, kind of. I wasn't physically happy with who I was. There was still a lot of layers to be healing, but I was in that chaos stage. And I kind of miss it almost, because you're in this fight or flight that is almost addictive, because your endorphins are so high, because you're like so stressed. It's not the good kind of stress endorphins, but they're still like, this is why people are addicted to stress, because you can get those like incredible endorphins from it. Not recommended, but that's what happens. So yes, to tie this little story up in a bow, 5 years ago, when this whole journey kind of started, I was in a place of overwork, exhaustion, extreme health issues, didn't love my life, was pretty much working to just put out fires. And that work was causing the fires. You see what I mean? To now where very free, all my needs are met, all my needs are taken care for. I live in very nice homes, I drive nice cars, I do what I want, and I get to help people in the meantime by doing yoga, doing sessions, all that stuff. So how did I do that? I'm gonna show you, and you're gonna think I'm crazy, but it works, people. Look at me in the flesh. All right, so stay tuned, and if this just sets you off the rocker, that's great. That means there's something in this video that triggered you, and you should look a little deeper into that. Okay, bye-bye.